What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent. So earlier today, I was told that this Dragapult set with a Life Orb and mixed coverage with the Dragon Darts and Steel Wing is really good. Basically, with max attack Adamant Life Orb Dragon Darts, you're able to 2-hit KO Spidef Mandibuzz, and Steel Wing can catch fairy types like Sylveon. What I've noticed though is without the choice specs and special attack investment, it really struggles to break through Corviknight, so what I'm going to do is add an Arcanine on the team just as a dedicated Corviknight check. It's going to be offensive Arcanine with close combat because I really want to be able to pressure Tyranitar. That is a very big problem for Dragapult. Like, sometimes Dragon Darts fails to pick up to 2-hit KO, so it's better to have the coverage. I'll go ahead and make it like offensive with heavy duty boots, and then we'll run Flare Blitz for the Corviknight, close combat for the Tyranitar, extreme speed, and then Morning Sun. Seems fine, just the general Arcanine I'd like to run. Probably the only good one in OU. I don't think defensive checks very much besides like maybe Cinderace. Now, from here, I definitely want to add a ground immunity would be great. I could just add Corviknight to the team right now if I want, just to get the defogger out of the way. I do have boots on my Arcanine, so maybe I'll come back to that later. Is there something that the core struggles to break is what I'm trying to figure out here. It doesn't really appreciate Seismitoad, like Dragapult doesn't want to take Toxics and Earthquakes, and then obviously Arcanine doesn't like that either, so a better check to that would be great. It also doesn't really appreciate Pex, so I'm looking at either like Hatterene or Reuniclus. Now I like Hatterene because it's able to bounce back hazards and just be a good hazard deterrent while also not caring about anything Pex does, so let's go ahead and do that. I guess if I get Scald Burnt, that's a bit annoying, but I haven't used Assault Vest Hatterene in like a really long time, so let's go ahead and give it a shot with Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Mystical Fire, and then Nuzzle in the last slot just to be able to parallax through things and then hacks them down. Let's go ahead and run max special attack with minus speed nature. Like, sometimes para-hacks is a win con. If you see something that you have a really hard time breaking, just paralyze it and then spam attacks and maybe it'll work out. But let's go ahead and put the 4 in Spidef. Okay, now we have Toxapex dealt with. I still really am weak to ground types like Mamoswine and Excadrill, so I think I need to add Corviknight to the team. Corviknight's going to be really valuable right here with like max HP. Just bulky Corviknight's going to check Drill and Mamoswine so well. I guess like Life Orb Mamoswine is going to hurt, but if we run plus defense, we can take 2 Icicle Crashes even after Stealth Rock's damage, so it should be okay as long as we don't get flinched, and then I can just run like maybe Leftovers with Brave Bird, Roost, Defog, U-turn. So that's great. We sort of have a defensive core formed right here. Now, what else do I want? I definitely need rocks of my own would be great. Also, some better speed control would be good. Like, Dragapult is really fast, but I would love some sort of Choice Scarfer, so what Choice Scarfer would benefit me right here? I'm noticing that the team is really weak to Bisharp, because Arcanine is going to give it Defiant, so that's not something I can use as a check. So ideally a Scarfer that can check Bisharp, aka it can take Sucker Punch, would be really valuable, and the two that can really do that are Hydreigon and Weavile with Low Kick, and I think I go with Weavile with Low Kick. The reason I like Hydreigon is because it's able to provide me with a special attacker, like a really fast special attacker. Both of these are primarily physical attackers, so that seems really good, but Weavile provides me with a much better speed tier, if I'm being honest. Like, I could check opposing Hydreigon a lot easier if I ran Weavile, as well as Gengar. Like, Gengar is something that I have to worry about, and Shadow Ball spam I don't want to lose to, so I think I'll go with Scarf Weavile right here. Adamant Scarf Weavile is really strong with base 120 attack, and then I will be able to take the Sucker Punches from Bisharp, which should be good. So let's go ahead and run, like, I guess Low Kick like I mentioned, then I can run Throat Chop, Ice Shard, and Icicle Crash. Okay, 1 slot left, we need hazards. Seismitoad looks really perfect here, like the hazards and the water immunity look really good. This team would get 6-0'd if I ran to like Rain with a Barraskewda, so that's also fine. I could double up on steals and just go Pharaoh Corviknight, that's also just as good, but like if they're Bandit Dracovish under Rain, I'm not taking that on, so is there like a more offensive rocker that could provide anything for this team? What would Dugtrio trap? Cinderace? Morning Sun Arcanine should be fine against that. What else do I want? Mo for rocks doesn't seem worthwhile. Maybe I just go with the Seismitoad and not overthink it. Like, Corviknight Seismitoad is a really standard defensive core, but, like, I'll still do it. Like, it's the best bet right here. I don't want to run into Dracovish and just lose the game. That seems really careless, so let's go ahead and just slap this on the team. Run minus speed, and then maybe run like 4 in Spadef with leftovers Fizdef. Scald, Earthquake, Toxic. Also gives me a secondary wake to break through Sylveon, just Toxic it and wearing it down. And then I can run like maybe Stealth Rocks, obviously. I don't know why I'm thinking. It is kind of late right now, but I'll go Water Absorb, and I think that's the team. Let me just double check my abilities. I'm glad I did. Intimidate, Infiltrator, looks good, so let's go ahead and play. Alright, I found a game. I'm on my alt because I could not find a game at this time on my top 500 account, so it is what it is. This guy right here is really weak to Dragapult. I definitely want to play that mon. Well, if my Arcanine dies, Corviknight just kind of wins the game, so I need to keep that in mind as well. I'm not sure Life Orb Flamethrower is doing enough, so let's go ahead and lead off with Toad. So this is a good lead matchup, and perhaps what I can do is go right for the Stealth Rocks. Scald is also a good play. I don't think they would pivot Vaporeon because I could easily Toxic. I like Rocks. They go for Trick. Okay. So there goes my Toad, basically. That's a bit unfortunate. I want to double out here into my Arcanine, predicting Corviknight to Defog. They really volted out. Okay, well that's a good play, I guess. I take a lot from that because I'm quite offensive, but I guess it is what it is. Best case, they try to go something like Obstagoon or maybe Excadrill, predicting me not to be max speed. But they should expect the offensive set considering the amount of damage I just took, so I'm kind of in the back now, but what I can do right here is go into my Corviknight. Take a Shadow Ball just well, like pretty well. I'm pretty sure that is Choice Scarf damage, and I can just go for U-turn. And now what I can do is bring out my Arcanine again. And I'm thinking I should just go for Flare Blitz immediately. I don't really care if they go Vaporeon. I have like good responses being Hatterene, as well as maybe Toad. The thing is, if they double out into Corviknight, that's going to be really difficult, but I think I can't afford to stay in here. Let's go Toad on the Protect, and then... Oh, they can just Protect a Scout my move because I'm Choice Spec, so let's instead go Hatterene then. As they get into Corviknight, I'm going to Paralyze this thing if they want to Defog. Yeah, I need to somehow wear this thing down, and honestly, Hacks might be the way to do that. And then what I can do right here is, like, maybe get back Seismitoad to get Rocks up again. Best case, I can get up Rocks, and they get full Parrot on the following turn. Yeah, like, I'd need them to get full Parrot, and then full Parrot again. That would be perfect. But, I'm hoping this scenario can happen. I'll click Rocks until they're full Parrot, and then after that, what I'll do is switch out. They let me keep up the Rocks. Okay, that's good. Out comes Obstagoon, though, and this is not good for me. Maybe I can go to Corviknight again. I take Facade just fine. It looks like I actually take a knockoff following that up, so I can risk this off here. Yeah, there's no way knockoff is killing me. Oh, I'm burned now, but I can at least U-turn, and maybe get a slow U-turn on the Corviknight coming in. That would be actually pretty okay. They go for Facade again, which is, like, fine. I wonder if my Dragapult Dragon Darts can, like, knock this out, because if it does, I'm going to go out into that. Doesn't look like it does, unfortunately. 79 max. Oh, wait, they're going to be at 73. No, I can't risk that roll. What I have to do here is go... It's either Weavile and Low Kick, or I go, like, Arcanine. I think I'm going to go Arcanine, and... Like, I can force Vaporeon to Wish by just clicking Close Combat, so let's go for CC. I doubt you try to pivot in Dragapult, considering it's already pretty low. So, let's see what they do here. I hope they try to leave this in. That would be, like, perfect. But at least next time it comes in, it's in range of my... This is gonna get 2-hit KO'd. Easily, yeah, and we know this is not locked in anymore, so... I can just CC again, maybe. I really want to Blitz here into Arcanine. I mean, Dragapult. Blitz might actually just kill this, considering it's offensive. One moment. Rotom Heat. Like, they're not very bulky. Yeah, like, if Close Combat is doing 50, Flare Blitz kills this, so let's go for that. As they give me the Corviknight. I don't know what they just did, but I think I'm in an amazing spot now with the Dragapult. I'm glad I ran the Calc, but I still want to be careful here. This thing is going to be useful against, like... Drill and Obstagoon. I don't think my Corviknight's really doing much when it's burned here, so I'll just go ahead into that. As they go for U-turn, but like, this kind of forces in their Rotom Heat, I feel, and like, I'm not too concerned about that Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know why they went hard Corviknight. I guess, like, this account's, like, what am I right now? It should tell me right here, right? 1574, okay, it could be worse if I'm being honest. I'm not gonna risk hard Dragapult even though they could spin. I think they tried to catch my hard Dragapult play. I can just bring in Arcanine now. I actually don't technically know if this is Scarf, but I'm pretty sure the Dragapult is based off the damage earlier, so maybe I can just try to Flare Blitz through. As they go Vaporeon, this is kind of forced to heal here, so what I can do is go right into my... I'll go Hat on the Wish, and then, like, I can just go for Mystical Fire, perhaps, or... Who would they try to pass it to? Like, Rotom's gonna die no matter what I click, unless it's Nuzzle, so I can't Nuzzle here, because Rotom could get the Wish back. I think I'll just, like, Dazzling Gleam. If they pass it to Drill, I can just go out into my Corviknight again, and not really be too concerned about it. And they tried to pass it to the Rotom on the Nuzzle, that's kind of funny. So I think it's over now. Okay, they go Obstagoon. This actually cannot Oko me, and I think it's probably in my best interest to leave this in. Let me just make sure that I'm living one, though, because, like, I actually don't know the calc. I'm pretty sure Hatterene needs one. Base 95 defense is really not that bad, but... Like, I want to make sure here. So, Facade. Let's say they're, like, what's the ability? Guts. Status is burned. And their max attack. Okay, that could kill. Yeah, I shouldn't stay in. I should go to Corviknight here, like I was doing before. They go for Facade. They can kill me with Knockoff finally here, so I guess that's what they're going to do, but... Like, then I just get in my Dragapult, and this thing is now in range of Dragapult, as we saw, so I can just Dragon Darts now, and actually get Dragapult to do something, ideally. Vaporeon will get 2-hit KO'd, and then, like, Drill will die to Flamethrower after. I think I won. Because, like, I have good ways to revenge the opposing Dragapult too, using, like, my Weavile as well as my own Hatterene. Oh, that took so much. I mean, I guess I can just shoot Dragon Darts again. It's, like, such a free click against their team. I mean, they're obviously just gonna sack this off, right? But then if they do, I feel like my Weavile kind of just cleans up as well. They're gonna go out into their Dragapult here. My best play is to sack off my... It's actually not even to sack off Arcanine yet. The best play is to go hard Toad and spam Earthquake. Yeah, get this thing weakened ideally into range of rocks. They really can't switch out. So, like, I'm not really too concerned about whatever they want to do here. Choice Spec's Trick Rotom was interesting, but I definitely feel as though they could have played it a lot better. I don't know what they tried to switch this in on, but I can get the Earthquake off. Yeah, and then there's no way these guys win. The Goon comes in. Just go for Earthquake. Knock that out, and then there's nothing Dragapult can lock, and then if it's not locked in, then I can maybe just revenge using my own Dragapult. Or Scarf Weavile. I'll go for my own Dragapult first, but I'll go for Scarf Weavile if I have to. I'm actually really curious. I want to find out if they're Scarf or not, so I'm going to go out into my Weavile for the revenge kill, but I'm not going to click the Ice Shard. I'm just going to go for Throat Chop. Yeah, they were Scarf the entire time. I figured that was the damage it did to Corviknight, so I get rid of that, and I'll be right back. So I have another game. This guy has no Ghost Resist, so Dragapult is going to be very important here. However, if it is bulkier Clefable, that is probably a good enough check. This one's going to be kind of tough. He has the Corviknight too, which I need Arcanine for. Hatterene is kind of important. I could probably take one hit from Gengar if I wanted, and revenge it using a, like, Psychic, but it's probably too important here. Like, I need it for paralyzing the Corviknight as my Clef check, so let's keep that all in mind when going in. I'll lead off with my Toad, as they end up leading off with the Clef. So there's a couple options here. I could pivot Corviknight, but then I'm not doing much to them, and they could just easily Flamethrower after and open up the door for their drag. The other option is going hard into my Hatterene just to scout their set, also prevent rocks, and, like, take a Moonblast well. The bad scenario there is if I got special attack dropped, but still could be worth it. I kind of like keeping Hatterene's health, so I'm going to go for rocks. As they go right for a bulky Moonblast. I'm going to go to Hatterene now, as they go for Wish, so, like, they can pass this to anybody. Likely into the Corviknight. I'm just going to click Nuzzle and see whether they want to let me paralyze something. They do. So actually having this paralyzed is really useful, and then, like, if I can get an Arcanine here on a full para, that would be really good because I could keep rocks up, but, like, obviously that would be kind of hacks, so I'm not really expecting it. They do get the defog, so that's good for them. I'm actually going to make a bit of a play and go for... No, I should just Blitz. Like, they could have pivot Dragapult here and not Toad, but they should go Toad, yeah. I wanted to CC into this, but if Drag comes in for free, That would be a little bit bad for me, so I don't want to let that happen. And then, like, here what I can do is pivot to Corviknight on the Earthquake. They really want to weaken my Hatterene, but that's, like, stopping so many win cons for them. It's really not worth it for me. Let's go for Brave Bird as they go out into the Clef. And then what I can do here is go for U-turn out into... Do I finally let Hatterene come in? Yeah, I'm going to do it. As they go for Aromatherapy, so they cleared the Paralysis on the Corviknight. I'm going to Psychic here. Oh, they give me a lot of damage on Rotom Heat. I don't know why that play came out, but... So the thing is, I'm like actually confident they're going out into the Corviknight next turn. Oh, they were willing to just give it to me? Are we serious? That seems so, like, pointless. I don't know why they would do that. But yeah, now they're going to Volt Switch. I definitely think they should have Volt Switched the last turn, but... Like, I'm also kind of ignoring where I am on the ladder. So let's go right here for this. Get it back on a para, and try to get ahead now. I just lost such a big opening with Hat, but... I guess it is what it is, right? Let's go out into Arcanine here on the full para, and I think the best play is to finally double around now. Because, like, the Toad is such a big deal, I gotta get in my own Toad and try to get theirs on a timer, ideally. They shouldn't let me, but they might. Yeah, they go to Clef. That's easily their best play, so that's gonna be really tough for me now. They can Aromatherapy. Yeah, I messed up by not going for Psychic again. I can't believe I rushed that play. Alright, I'll get an Arcanine here on the Wish, and then, like, once again, I'll double out into... Well, actually, I have to attack. I can't let them pass it to their Rotom. Yeah, even though they're going Toad, as much as I wanted to double there, if their Rotom got the Wish, I would have lost, so... I guess it is what it is. They might go for Rocks here. I'll go Hat. Yeah, and then I'll pivot out on the attack here into Toad. Okay, we got those plays right, so... Now what I'm going to do is double out into Arcanine again on the... they were going to let me Toxic it. Okay, I'm done predicting this guy. I was trying to catch Clef again. But obviously that's not happening. Yeah, I'm just going to Toxic, whatever. Yeah, now they go Clef. I've missed both my openings here. That's like so careless, but... I guess it's okay. I can bring in Corviknight on the Moonblast and then go for Brave Birds. I wonder if they're T-Wave. They go for Wish. I guess Rotom just got the Wish back, huh? Okay, but they don't give it to Rotom. Go to Arcanine here on the Moonblast. Maybe what I can do is just try to Flare Blitz through. Okay, they give me the hit into this. I'll Morning Sun this turn. Heal up, and then Flare Blitz again on the Toad. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that about how I played this, but I can at least get in my Toad here and maybe just go right for... I'll just Toxic again. Maybe they mess up. They don't. So obviously I'll switch this back in on the Wish. Then I'll click Blitz again. As they keep on passing it to the Toad. Yeah, this is really bad. I'm trying to catch Rotom, but like, it's not really working out, obviously. I'll continue playing off their choke. They choked it, but they got the roll. I feel like that might have been a roll, but maybe I'm wrong. Either way, my best play here is just to get in Dragapult and see if I can break through with it. Like, there's really not many other options, unfortunately. I'll go for Shadow Ball because maybe Shadow Ball plus Steel Wing can pick up the kill on Clef, but maybe it's pretty unlikely. Like, I need Dragapult to win this game if I'm going to win it at all. So this is Screaming Choice Scarf. Meaning I can maybe sack off my Hatterene and then get in Weavile. And then I have to double again, predicting the Clef. They end up pivoting in Toad, so I could have Icicle Crash, I guess, but... Oh, Icicle Crash is maybe a win con if I can flinch through. I guess I'll go for that as last resort. But yeah, I gotta go Corviknight here. They get the burn. It's not helpful. I'll go for Roost. Pivots in their Corviknight. Ideally, I can get a slow U-turn, but it's not slow. Yeah, that's really bad. I think I might have lost a speed type, but they might be missing EVs too. You never know. I'm just gonna sack this for damage, then go for the Icicle Crash win. Like, I don't really see the point in drawing this out. I guess I'll try to get whatever damage I can in with the Dragapult first. Like, might as well. Yeah, that does a good amount. I can even attack again right here with Shadow Ball. Pick that off, and then they're gonna get in Gengar, right? So actually, the only amount I need to flinch down right now... No, actually, I think I need to flinch the Corviknight once too. But I'll sack this off, then get in Weavile and hope this can work. I mean... Oh, they're actually... Why did they hard switch this in? Okay, I'll just need to flinch down Weavile now. I mean, the Clef now, and it's over. Like, I win if I hit the other moves. I don't know why they said we hard switched in Corviknight, but yeah, I just need to flinch this. There's one. I mean, I guess Protect is good for you. Yeah, but they get the defog. I can't pressure stall these, right? No, I can't. So let's go ahead and get out of there. Well played, man. I'm really unhappy with how I played, but I'll be right back. Okay, not very happy with how I played there, but I can try again right here at least. Let's see what I can do against Excadrill lead. Maybe I can just go Toad. As it ends up being Gengar, so I've seen Giga Drain on these before, so I'm going to scout for it with Corviknight. I don't want to stay in on that, and then I just lose my Mon. So let's go Corviknight, scout for it. If they go right for Shadow Ball, I mean, if they don't have it, they're going to switch out. Yeah, like, it would make no sense to leave it in. And I can just go for U-turn now. I don't really care if they Throat Chop. So they go for SD, but the problem with that SD play by them is I could easily revenge using Weavile. I still like the Toad revenge better, if I'm being honest. Like, Toad comes in and can live one in Earthquake, and it's not really stopping much else, if I'm being honest. Let me just make sure that, 1, I can live +2 Adamant Life Orb Throat Chop, and 2, that my attack would kill them. Earthquake should kill after Life Orb, and Throat Chop. I feel like there's no way I die. Yeah, like, this is so strong. I mean, this is so bulky. Yeah, it takes 89 min, and then, like, I just kill them after. So let's go Toad here and just Earthquake. It's, like, so free. I guess, like, this damage is good for them, but they're dead, yeah. So I'm able to get rid of Bisharp. That was actually one of the bigger threats against my team. I get to spam Icicle Crash with my Weavile now, which I'm very happy about. Now, one thing that I'm interested in is whether they are sub-Belly Drum Komodo, because if I want to be really aggressive, what I could do is hard switch in Dragapult on the Komodo. Yeah, because that's obviously what they're bringing out here, but the better play is just to go Hatterene. Yeah, because this generally runs Flash Cannon, but Hatterene eats this up, so let's go for Dazzling Gleam and knock that out. Nice. One thing that I want to be careful about is potentially getting reverse swept by their Hatterene with Trick Room, so the Pokemon I want to keep healthy to deal with that are Arcanine and Corviknight, so just gotta keep that stuff in mind. They end up bringing in the Gengar, so I feel as though my best play is to sack this, and then follow it up with Weavile Icicle Crash. Let me just make sure that that would OHKO, because, like, I know it's Stab and it's a Gengar, but, like, yeah, it still doesn't OHKO, so maybe I have to go for Throat Chop. I guess I'll try that. Let's go Weavile and Throat Chop for the kill. I don't think they would pivot in Lucha. If anything, they just leave it in, or go, like, Excadrill or something. Yeah, ideally, like, if there's Sash Focus Blast here, that would be so random, but so bad for me, but I don't think they are. That just seems way too random to be a thing. Like, I guess it is Hyper Offense team, but I don't think you should have hard switched this in, dude. Like, sure, you get the SD up potentially, but, like, even without that crit, you're still dying to my Corviknight's attack, so I don't really understand. I'm not scared of this. I mean, I don't even lose if they get the crit, because I still have Ice Shard pressure in the back, so it's, like, very whatever. And I still have my healthy Arcanine to help revenge that Hatterene, like I mentioned. They go for Brave Bird. I think they were playing off some, like, Mega Choke of me switching out again into, like, Drag maybe, who knows, but yeah, there's no reason for me to do that. They get the crit, so had they SD'd, they could have maybe killed me there, but like I mentioned, I would have still had the revenge kill with Weavile every time. Out comes this. What I want to do is sack this off. Maybe that wasn't the best play, looking back, because I just opened up myself to drill, but that's not gonna matter. Let's go for Throat Chop. I should be fine against the drill. Like, I have Flamethrower, Dragapult won't die to Scarf, and then, like, they're switching in, like, all their win cons. I'm so confused. Is this a roll? Like, I don't want to stay and die and then, like, give them an opening with Gengar. Let's just calc it. I think I just go hard Arcanine. I don't really want to risk dying here. Yeah, like, if that's a roll and I ended up not getting it, I would lose. So I can just Blitz through now. And then I should be able to wrap it up pretty easily with Weavile at this point. In case this is Focus Sash, I think what I should do is go for Extreme Speed. No, if there's Scarf, I said I don't fear Scarf. Let's just Blitz. Yeah, there's Sash, but, like, at this point, I just go Weavile and Throat Chop through. Okay, good. Yeah, like, the thing about that Hatterene play was, sure, I could have gone for the kill, and had I gotten it, I would have won, but what's the point in risking a potential roll, right? If my Weavile dies, I open up myself to Gengars with Shadow Ball. Like, if there's Scarf, my Dragapult gets outrun, and there's Scarf Focus Blast, so Dragapult can wrap it up right here with the Shadow Ball, and that'll be GG right there. So I will be, let's wait for that thing to drop right back. Okay, I have another game right here. My opponent has double grass, so I definitely want to keep my Arcanine healthy. Arcanine is actually amazing right here. It can close combat this, Flare Blitz these two, even wear down the Dracozolt. That's a really important breaker for me here. I also really like the Dragapult, just clicking darts and Shadow Ball. I even have the Flamethrower for the Ferrothorn on the Life Orb set, so that's really good. I'm going to lead off with Weavile because it doesn't give the Dracozolt a kill. If they end up leading off with the Ferrothorn, I can hard switch in my Arcanine and get the breaking going, so let's try that. So here, I want to pivot out into my Seismitoad. If there's specs, they will 2-hit KO me. I will know though. I don't know if they would Shadow Ball right away. I'm going to go Toad. They go for close combat. Okay. So I think rocks are good, but they have a Hatterene right there. So I guess I'll just Earthquake. They should go Hatterene, not the Ferrothorn. Like, they end up going Hydreigon out of all things. Okay. I'll go Corviknight. And then get, like, the slow U-turn. I don't really understand this. Like, I'm gonna go Dragapult and revenge you now, dude. I want a Flamethrower here, but there's no point. Let's just darts. Like, why would I ever Flamethrower? I mean, good play, I guess. Oh, does Stealing kill? I don't think so. Let's go Corviknight and then maybe U-turn again. Goes right for Dazzling Gleam. I'm actually just going to Brave Bird, I think, on the Pharaoh. And then if they end up doing this, I actually don't want to take Iron Barbs here. Let's go Arcanine and start to break through this team. They go for that. I'm going to CC here. Maybe trying to catch Hydreigon. Yeah, as I'm able to do it, but they end up living it really easily. Why? Hello? Are we serious? It really took that little? Well, I can bring this in and go right for Dazzle as they just leave it in. Yeah, I don't really want to predict this guy. Like, he's made some really interesting turns, but I'm able to get rid of the Hydreigon, which is kind of useful. Ends up bringing out Aegislash again. I'm just going to sack this off and go for a Mystical Fire. Maybe he Swords Dances for no reason. You never know. Like, yep, I knew it. Like, why would he ever do it? But, like, he still does, right? You just gotta play differently in, like, 1500s. And that's, I think, the big reason why I lost that second game. Because I just assumed that my opponent would not risk stuff, and then they did. And then I ended up over-predicting. I can easily bring in my Arcanine here and just Flare Blitz now. I don't even care if they King Shield, and if they just give it to me, that's even better, so that's cool. So one thing that I have to keep in mind is the Dracozolt actually outspeeds my Dragapult if it's Scarf because I'm the Adamant set, so just gotta be careful about that. But at this point in the game, I'm really confident in my Dragapult plus Arcanine. Like, Arcanine is actually good here. If they don't have a way to revenge me, then it just gets another kill, like, straight up. Or it gets damage on the Dragapult, which is what I need. The Dracozolt, sorry. How healthy is my Toad? 70, okay, so if that's a 70... Does it take 2 Scarf Dragon Claws? Probably not. It's a Dracozolt. It's really strong. Where is this Pokemon? Seismitoad against a Dracozolt. Dragon Claw. Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can take 2 and go out into it, like, whatever. And then I can maybe try to, like, Earthquake or something. They go for an Earthquake of their own. I think Scald is just fine. Look, I could easily just get a Paroxia and probably wrap it up with Dragapult, but like I even get a burn right there, which is really big. And I can just Earthquake now, like it's whatever. And they end up missing that one. I don't know if this guy's going to switch out, but like I'm just going to get up my rocks now. He seems really intent on not going Hatterene, so I'll just take the rocks, I guess. I don't really care. This could be sub, so maybe I should be a bit more careful and just like go for the... I'm just going to Toxic, whatever. I don't think I was losing to sub anyway with Infiltrator, Dragapult, plus Weavile and Arcanine, so I think I have nothing to fear here. Let's just give them the Mon, then. You know what, Dragapult, you're doing something, I'm sorry. Like, you've done nothing here so far. Well, they've gotten a few revenge kills, but I want you to clean up this team, so... Let's go for that. I'm actually going to leave it in against the Hatterene and see whether I can actually get this revenge or not. I'm actually not going to leave it in against the Hatterene. I'm going to go Corviknight and then bring in Arcanine. Maybe I should just go Weavile and, like, Throat Chop. Get my damage off, bring this in. Yeah, this is clearly Assault Vest. It's not Trick Room. Kill that, and then everybody dies. Okay, Dragapult, you do get your sweep here because this drops to Flamethrower. And then, like, Rotom is obviously not beating my team, so I'll be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. My opponent has Dracovish, so I need my Seismitoad. What I'm going to do is lead off with... Arcanine's not bad, but they have the Seismitoad lead as well as the Mamoswine potential lead, so I don't know how much I like that. It does really well against the Copperajah though, but Seismitoad doesn't. That's the issue. I'll go Toad. I feel as though Toad is better against like their grounds as well as Copperajah. It'll have power-ups, so I'll switch out. Yeah, I have to go Arcanine here. Yeah, there's power-up, and then like I'm probably dead here to Earthquake, but I really don't want to continue pivoting around this, so let's go for Flare Blitz. And then if they go like Toad, I'll get in Hatterene and try to throw off something. Yeah, they do go Toad, so that actually does a lot. What? 30? Is that like banded? No, it's leftovers. Why did I do 30? I don't think they're max defense. Like, there's no way. Let me calc that. Where is this? Arcanine against Seismitoad? Yeah, there's no way they're max defense. Good double. I'll go Corviknight this time. Ooh, good prediction, man. Yeah, like, switching around this thing is really difficult for me. I think it might even be worth it just to sack this off. Yeah, I'm just gonna Brave Bird. I don't want to U-turn and have it lose something else as well. That seems really careless. And then I can just defog if they get up hazards, like whatever, man. Yeah, they go for Heat Crash again. Okay, this is fine. I'll get in this, and I think the best place to go for CC. It should kill a Copperajah. Copperajah, yeah, CC should drop it, even if it's max HP. 78, 83. I'll Blitz again. They go hard Togekiss, okay. Well, I definitely want my hazards, so let's try that here. This could be T-Wave too, for all I know, so gotta be careful. I get in Toad on the Wish. Who is that getting past to? No idea, but I think rocks are worth it. Let's see if I can maybe break through once and get them up. Like, that would be so good. And then I'll try to... I'll just go Hatterene, actually. I don't want rocks going up on my side. You also don't want this getting toxic for Dracovish later. That seems really pointless here, so let's just try to get in Hat. They went for a Power Whip. Okay, I would have been dead, not toxic. So like what I can do here is go right for Psychic. But I could also Nuzzle Mystical Fire. I'll go for Mystical Fire once, trying to catch Copperajah and see what play they make. I end up catching Togekiss out of all things. I can Psychic here. They're at -1, so ideally with my Assault Vest I can break through once. Like, I think that's not too much to ask. Oh, I just broke through immediately, okay. They were doing 13. I thought it would do like 20. Like, Togekiss is not weak, but it did 13. Okay, they can go Grimmsnarl or back to Copperajah here. Copperajah is so threatening against my team. Like, I gotta somehow get in better Pokemon against that. So the thing is with this Pokemon, I want to go Toad, but it still opens up Dracovish so much that I think I just want to stay in instead. Oh, they're banded, wow. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I didn't go out into my Toad then, but I can get this in now. Have I revealed CC? I haven't. I'm gonna go for that here and hope they stay in. It should kill Mamoswine. They end up hard switching in Toad. This is gonna take a lot if that Flare Blitz did so much. Never mind, it really didn't take that much. How can I endgame this guy? Get damage for Weavile, maybe? That could be the play here. Oh, they clicked rocks too. Okay, that's fine. It does limit my Weavile, but I don't think I was switching in 4 times anyway, so it's fine, I guess. Let's just CC here, and then, like, see how they respond after. Probably Grimmsnarl, right? That seems to make some sense. Yeah, Grimmsnarl is scary. I could lose this, too. But let's see. They could bring back Mamo. Like, everybody is not a play except for Grimmsnarl or Dracovish, so let's see what they do. Like, my play is so obvious into Toad if they go Dracovish. It's almost, like, too obvious, but if I lose Arcanine, I think I'm gonna lose. Yeah, I have to go Toad. I'm so confident that they're gonna double, but like, I need this to check Copperajah and, like, help out against Grimmsnarl with Intimidate. They Critic Crunch. That's not helpful. It looks like that's choice banned. I'll go for Earthquake here. Double crit? Okay, very cool. Okay, so I don't get any damage for Arcanine. I'll bring this in and go right for Dragon Darts. And they hard switch this in. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. Had I Steel Winged there, maybe I could have won, but I'll go for the Weavile end game. Like, the thing is, I don't think I'm gonna be able to win now unless this kills, and I don't know if it does. Oh, wait a minute, there's a bit of justice? I'm gonna make the play into Weavile on the Thunder Wave. I think it's worth it. I wish I had the damage. Like, Arcanine would have won right here. They tried to trick, okay. Yeah, Arcanine would have had this had I had that damage, so I don't really feel bad about this. I think I can low kick here. It should kill a Grimmsnarl. Actually, I don't know that. Grimmsnarl. Okay, it kills Grimmsnarl. Let's go for that. Hope they sack Copperajah. Oh, wow. It didn't kill. Okay, that's a bit concerning. And then they have Sucker Punch following that up, so they can Ice Shard now. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this game because I didn't get the damage that I needed. And also because my Dragapult is... Oh, they're Banded Dracovish, right? So what I do here is I go out into this. No, I still lose, yeah. If they play this right, I still lose. Because what's gonna happen is they CC, then they go Dracovish. Had I had that other damage, I would have been able to kill it and just outright win, but that's not happening anymore. And then they just Ice Shard through my other thing. Yeah, they sack off the Copperajah, then get in Dracovish, and that's it. Like, nothing I can do from there. I guess the hope is I'm able to get in Dragapult, but, like, I'm not. I really am. I'm really sad, but it's okay. Yeah, I'll try to switch this in. Like, I could Morning Sun and hope they, like, don't do enough with Crunch, but there's no way they don't. Yeah, it does way too much. They outraged. I mean, I'll try to Morning Sun on that, I guess. Could be worth it to just E-Speed for the damage later. Okay, do I live Banded Outrage at -1? Hold up, I don't want to choke this if it's still possible. Dracovish. Again, with Outrage. Oh, no way, huh? Oh wait, that's not -1. Oh wait, but then Choice Band. Yeah, I lose. I have to Morning Sun. It does a lot. I have to hope they hit themselves. Like, that's the only win con here. And then I can crit close combat. Like, that's it. That's what it comes down to. They should try to switch out here, then just come back in and Fish Rend through me. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. I have to CC. And then there's no way CC kills Dracovish. I have to crit it. Yeah, I killed that, and then, like, unless I crit this, it's over. Ah, that's so disappointing. I had this game. If there's any justice here, I crit. Yeah, but it's not happening. I don't even think a crit would have killed, so I don't want to end it off on that. Let's go ahead and try one more time. Okay, so I have another game right here, likely going to be the last one. I really like Dragapult here. I also really like my Arcanine. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to lead off with my Hatterene. If they lead Drill, I can get in Toad or Corviknight. Yeah, let's go Hat. If they lead Sylveon, I think I can go for maybe a Para immediately on this. Yeah, that seems smart. Like, they could pivot and Drill here, but I've already acknowledged that would be okay. Hyper Voice is fine. I do get the Nuzzle off, and what I can do here is get in... Could be worth it to take the hit with Toad and just get a Brox. I get in on Rotom Heat, which is, like, so good. And I can just go for Rocks here. And then let's see what play they make. They could go for Will-O-Wisp if they want to stay in and burn me, but I think they would go Rose. Yeah, Rose comes in. I can get in Corviknight here. I figured Sleep Powder might be a play, but, like, at least this is asleep now, so nobody else can be asleep. Leftovers, huh? Well, now that I've seen that, I'm gonna Flare Blitz you. Yeah, my rocks are staying, man. I'm sorry. They might get in Sylveon here, but they just sack off the Drill. For who knows what reason. Why? Nobody expects offensive Arcanine. Everybody thinks it's like bulky stuff. But I just killed that as well. Like, I don't know why people don't anticipate offensive Arcanine ever. Just take damage and then get in. I'll get in Hatterene. No. I'll go Dragapult. I just want to be aggressive in Steel Wing, I think. It wasn't the play. Yeah, definitely wasn't the play. Let's go Toad and Earthquake then. I don't know why I did that. I should have just dartsed. I could lose now. Okay, I killed that. Sylveon, it depends on what coverage the Sylveon has. I'll stay in a bit. They have to get full paired. They get a Wish Off. Protect. Yeah, I wish I could Toxic this, but I have it paralyzed. Oh, they're risking this here, okay. I'm gonna keep that, and then go for Brave Bird here. Rotom Heat. Okay, I'll try to Psychic through this. They actually miss an Overheat. I think I lived that. Oh, I didn't. Wow. I might have just gotten lucky this game. Let's just Icicle Crash. That takes a lot. And then they're playing against Paraflinches. They don't get Paraflinched, but I'm pretty sure I can wrap this up using Toad. Yeah, let's just Earthquake here, and then, like, obviously they're gonna get in Dragapult. Obviously I'm gonna get in Corviknight. Yeah, it goes for Draco. And then I'll double out, yeah. And then knock that out, and then I should be able to beat the Dragapult using Corviknight, maybe? Oh, wait. Do I have to wake up? The game ended. I think I won, because I woke up and Brave Birded, yeah. Okay, so I definitely messed up by clicking darts with my Dragapult. I don't know why I did that, but I did hope y'all enjoyed. You can find the team down below in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.